Good evening and welcome once again to Better Than Before. I'm Dave Edelstein, your host for all things mindfully communicative, relating and relationship oriented. I was thinking today about how a lot of stuff you see online, there's the three secrets to success, the one secret that will make you lose weight and feel great, the five secret steps to making $1 million. I thought I would toss up one of my own. Here's the secret, about relationships. The real secret about relationships is one word, and you already know it. The real secret to relationships is commitment. If you want your relationship to last, you have to be committed to that goal. It's not an easy goal. It's not an easy goal. The easy goal is just to keep switching from one partner to another and never make a big commitment and keep having a bunch of shallow relationships until you just run out of steam and just get tired of it and settle for something and, whatever. And, you get what you pay for. You get what you put into it. If you want a relationship that lasts, if you want a relationship for a lifetime, if you want a relationship that goes on and on, growing in depth, quality, value, maturity, honesty, decency, and all of the things that make life worth living, if you want a relationship like that, you got to commit to it. You got to say you'll never give up. You got to say that even if things get bad, you'll keep trying to make them better, no matter what it costs you. That you'll keep trying to understand your partner, no matter how weird or incomprehensible they may be behaving. Sure, there are relationships we shouldn't commit to. There are abusive relationships. There's dishonest relationships. And if you find yourself in something like that, yeah, you might check with your partner and find out whether they care about this relationship at all and whether it's ever going to be anything, or whether they're just going to keep using and exploiting you. A relationship like that, all right, it's not a relationship worth being in. But if you want a relationship worth being in, you're going to have to risk what you think is your dignity to make it work. Many times, both partners feel I'm doing 90% of what happens here. Both of them feel that way. They're doing 80%. And yet they still feel like everything's falling short. This happens a lot in families with young children. Very demanding situation. Breaks a lot of marriages. You ask the husband, I'm giving 90%. You ask the wife, I'm giving 90%. Well, if they're both giving 90%, how come they feel like the other one isn't? You have to commit to understanding the other person's point of view. You have to commit to how difficult it's going to be to do that. You have to commit to giving the other person what they need in moments when they may not be able to give you what you need. And that you'll keep being committed and keep trying and keep working and keep sweating until things level out, until things get better. No matter how many years it takes, no matter how long it takes, no matter what's involved. Sure, you don't have to be committed. It's not for everybody. You can just keep drifting from one thing to another, but you'll never know the secret. You'll never find out what committed relationships are for. You'll never experience the growth. You'll never experience the changes in your maturity, the changes in your attitude. You'll never know what it is to really know another person. Yeah, commitment's demanding, but it does have rewards. But those rewards only come through commitment. You have to say, yeah, things are not great now, but I'm not going to back down because of that. You may never get things your own way, and you still have to be committed. You may never get what you want exactly, but you will get something worth having. You got to hang in there. You want to know the secret to a great relationship? Commitment, 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 and more commitment. Never giving up. Sometimes struggling, sometimes suffering. Having conversations with your partner you'd rather not have because they're provoking, or they make you afraid, or they hurt your feelings. And I'm not minimizing hurt feelings. They're painful. They can be heartbreaking. To hear someone you love tell you what they believe is the truth about you in a way that cuts right through to the bone. And you stay committed. Because this is life. This is real life. It's not fantasy life. In the movies, things end when the happy couple gets married. Romantic comedy. That's not where things end. They haven't even begun yet. They haven't learned anything yet. They like each other. They're cute together. But their commitment has not been tested. Want to know the secret? Commit. Never give yourself an out. Work to make things better. Don't just suffer in silence. That isn't commitment. That's committing yourself to suffering. There's no nobility in that. You suffer, the other person suffers. That's not commitment. That's lazy acceptance. You got to bear down. You got to make things better if things aren't good for the both of you. You may have to change. That was your commitment. You are going to have to grow. That's part of your commitment too. It's not an easy thing to do. You want a great relationship, you'll pay. You may pay a very high price. But it'll be something that everyone remembers all of your life and long after you're gone. So think about that. Getting heavy this evening. Thanks for stopping in. Always glad to talk to you. Have a good evening. See you again tomorrow.